Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card video. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and for today's video, we're going to be getting into your March 2021 love prediction, your love and romance outlook. What is coming in for you guys? What people are popping up for you? What energies are we working with? All the tea. So, a couple disclaimers, you guys, that I always say before we get into the readings here. These readings are general in nature, so some messages may resonate with you very specifically, while others may not. Go ahead and just take what resonates with you the most, leave behind anything that doesn't. You want to book a personal reading, all the details on how you guys can do that will be linked in the description box down below. Second disclaimer, these predictive readings are not fixed, okay? So keep that in mind, you guys. You are not bound or tied to this as your destined future. You guys have free will, so you're able to create any outcome that you're looking for yourself simply by switching up your energy, switching up your actions, okay? So if you see something predicted for you here in today's video that you don't love, keep in mind that you can change it. You have free will, all right? So no worries there. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our card selection for today's video. Starting here on the left-hand side, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your love life in the month of March. Think about what may be coming in for you. And whenever you're feeling ready, go ahead and select the card or crystal you are feeling the most intuitively guided to. Timestamps are linked below so that you can fast forward to your reading. Hey there, group number 1. So if you guys chose this little quartz, sorry, didn't mean to drop it. We'll just put it right there. Let's go ahead and see what's coming in for you guys for love this month. So as always, we're going to start here with your messages from the tarot. Starting off your month here, we have the Knight of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Very interesting. Okay, so you guys, the way that I intended for these cards to go is sort of like an order of when you may expect things to happen throughout the month. So starting here on the left is going to be more toward the beginning, to the middle, to the ending of the month of March, all right? So what I'm seeing here at the very beginning of this month, you guys are here represented by the Knight of Cups. This is about someone coming in to offer you love. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be someone coming in to ask you out on a date. For some of others of you that are viewing pile 1, this might be your energy and you're the one that's kind of feeling motivated to like take a chance and ask somebody out on a date. And Knight of Cups is like super romantic energy. So I definitely feel like this is somebody that is wanting to like really make you feel special, really wanting to kind of amp up that romance, maybe like a little like wine and dine energy. But someone that definitely is coming through with the intention and the motivation of getting to know you romantically. So this is super positive and I'm super excited for you. Moving here toward the center of the month, we have the 10 of Cups energy. So lots of cup energy toward like the first to the middle of the month. And 10 of Cups is about like that happy ultimate cup family, like this feeling of bliss. So for some of you guys, I do feel that this is about maybe you maybe going out on a date or spicing up the romance aspect in an existing relationship, because the 10 of Cups is like, to me, a very established card. Like this is where you've built up to that family energy with someone and you know them really well. You may even have kids with this person for some of you. But for others of you, if you're not currently dating someone, I do see this person coming in, and in the middle of the month is almost like this feeling of just like ultimate bliss and happiness, almost like you're living in a dream, if that makes sense. Just feeling like really excited about the relationship, feeling maybe like really in love with this person, really connected to this person. But I will caution you, it does feel like we're moving a little fast if this is someone new. So just keep that in mind. By the end of the month here, we do have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. So this is interesting because for me, the 6 of Pentacles in the upright is about checking for that equal exchange of effort and energy and making sure that it's balanced. With it being here in the reverse, though, I do feel there's something that's maybe a little off balance here. Like maybe somebody is feeling like they're not getting everything they need from the connection, or vice versa. And it's interesting that this Six of Pentacles actually has a little heart in it, which I think goes really well with our love theme for today's reading, but it is reversed. So I'm almost wondering if this could end up being like a situation where someone has second thoughts by the end of the month, because maybe the feeling of wanting to actually continuously put in effort isn't quite there yet. Okay, so let's just kind of see what else we get, because there's a few more cards. So we had the message of take a chance. We love it. What is that? Go away. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, and then we have the message of sleep on it here. So I think that's pretty much like in alignment with what I'm seeing. You know, taking a chance. This is all about like shooting our shot. You know, at the beginning of the month, we're taking a risk, taking a chance, maybe on a person that we have been thinking about for a long time, but we've never had the courage to ask out, or perhaps this other person that's asking you out, if that resonates with you guys, is someone that, you know, maybe you feel they're a little bit of a risky person for you to be entertaining for whatever reason, or maybe this is just about taking a chance on love again after not having been out there in a while. So definitely seeing that coming through here, reaffirming those messages for the beginning. And I definitely think that, you know, the sleep on it message resonates really well with the Six of Pentacles reversed. You know, this is about kind of like taking some time to sort of like figure out how we really feel, maybe taking a little bit of a break from the situation to like literally sleep on it, get our thoughts together, kind of think things through before we continue to like escalate at such a high rate, okay? We do have Cloud 9 going through, so I think that makes a lot of sense with that 10 of Cups. I definitely feel like this is something that might move a little fast, you know what I mean? Because the 10 of Cups, it's like we made a really big jump. We didn't even have a 2 of Cups yet, and we're already at the 10 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the message of spring. Kind of interesting because spring is coming up. Probably not quite in March, but it'll be upon us soon, right? So the Cloud 9 energy, again, just really indicates that I think that you guys are going to be feeling really happy and really positive with your partner if you're already in a connection, or if this is someone new. I definitely am feeling that euphoric feeling coming through here. Spring really just talks about someone new, you know, something new, like a fresh start even. This could be a person coming through that some of you have connected with before, and now is a time for it to really be that more of that fresh start for this connection. Really light and airy and positive, beautiful energy is coming through here for you, pile 1. I definitely feel like another message that's coming through for some of you all is the spring energy could be talking about this connection, maybe taking a break here in the springtime, because, you know, there's this energy of like maybe needing some space here. And maybe that's going to come closer to when the seasons begin to turn to spring, depending on where you live, obviously. But I also think too, the spring could have to do with another, you know, a period of time where this connection might have more energy behind it, if that makes sense. So y'all are finding yourself connecting with this person. You feel like it's going really great. And then toward the end of the month, maybe you're having second thoughts, or your person is. It definitely feels like there could be potential for this to kind of revive itself in the spring season as we get closer, deeper into the spring season. Okay. So our final message we have is the twin flames. I don't know who out there kind of really believes in twin flames. I am kind of on the fence about it. But regardless of that, what this really talks about is the message of complementing one another. It talks about duality and balance. Okay, so, and also I'm getting a lot of messages in here that kind of echo the Six of Pentacles message a bit, like, because Six of Pentacles is about measuring effort and energy put into something. This twin flame energy is talking here about balance. It's talking about complementing one another. Yin and yang is all about like, what kind of effort am I putting in? Am I in my masculine, where I'm like putting more energy into it and being more, you know, initiating things, or am I in my feminine, where I'm kind of leaning back and letting things just sort of flow, right? So the advice that I'm kind of getting for you guys from this is to sort of just look for balance. because like I was saying, it definitely feels very like incredibly romantic and euphoric here toward the ending of the month, so much so that by the end, something is a little off kilter here where we're needing to kind of reevaluate and reassess. So your advice as you're navigating your love life this month, pile 1, is just to remember to keep that healthy balance between connecting with potentially this new person and the other aspects of your life so you don't reach this period of burnout where you feel like things maybe have moved too fast, okay? Take your time getting to know somebody. What is that quote? Like, don't put the cart before the horse. I don't know, that feels like a very old person sort of thing to say, but anyways, you get the point. So definitely looks like a very exciting month in love for you, pile 1. So definitely drop me a comment down below and please let me know how this message resonated with you. I'm very excited to hear your feedback if any of these things end up coming to fruition. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, group number 2. So if you guys chose this pink Himalayan salt stone, let's go ahead and see what is coming through for you all for your love life this month. All right, so we start off here, Strength reversed. We have the 6 of Wands reversed. And then we have the World reversed. Oh my goodness. All right. So, pile 2, it's interesting you all picked this pink Himalayan salt because this signifies to me that there is a need here to maybe purify things. There is a need here to maybe cleanse your energy this month. And the biggest message that I'm getting here about your love life that's really screaming at me with your cards is confidence. I feel like we have a lot of reversals here, and confidence is looking like there's something, it's something that is needing work for you all this month with love. There's something about your love life that's not making you feel totally in your power here, and I'm definitely getting a vibe that there is some sort of like unfinished business that you're dealing with in your love life this month, especially toward the end with this World card being reversed. So some of you all may already be in a relationship or connection with someone, and this could be a month where things prove to be maybe a little rocky with that person. If you're single, I think that this is about you learning some sort of a lesson here about being able to be confident and really take the lead in your own love life. We have the Strength reverse, so this, again, this indicates like maybe feeling not so courageous with regard to something in love. And with the 6 of Wands reversed right next to it, this is also a card of kind of also not feeling the most in our power, because the 6 of Wands really indicates like celebration. It indicates, you know, strong leadership capabilities. You know, like this would also indicate like getting a lot of attention too. And I feel like you guys might not be wanting to draw a lot of attention to yourself for some reason with love this month, maybe a few of you. For a select few of you, I do feel the Strength reverse is actually a message of like overly exerting yourself too, because the Strength card is about like being able to sort of like tame the beast, the wild beast within us, you know what I mean? And you can see this lion is very zen with a little innocent halo over their head. And so sometimes with this card in reverse, where for some of you this might indicate that lack of confidence, for others of you I feel like this is almost like trying too hard with someone or something in your love life, okay? And toward the ending of the month here, we've got the World reverse, which is like about a cycle that has not finished itself, or a cycle that is getting repeated. Like maybe we haven't learned a lesson about some type of behavior or some sort of person in our love life. And so we're finding ourselves kind of going back into that same pattern before. There's like an unfinished business here, okay? And I don't know if this overexerting yourself is really going to work in your favor the way the cards are trending here, but I want to see what else comes through. Okay, so we have Glam It Up. That's very interesting. Makes a lot of sense. Interesting. And then we have It's a Plan. So there definitely is something happening for you in love this month for sure. But again, I'm getting the vibe here that maybe we are starting off our month by trying to like maybe get a lot of attention from someone or something. Glam It Up is definitely giving me that very like attention seeking type of vibe. Like not in a, and this doesn't have to mean like negative, guys. I hope it's not coming across that way, but there is definitely an emphasis here on the physical. There's an emphasis here on looking your best, coming across the most confident through kind of like that outer package, you know what I mean? And I also kind of am getting the impression that maybe a few of you might be forcing yourselves to sort of like get back out there on the town, quote unquote, even though you may not be totally 100% feeling it just yet, okay? Now, with this, it's a plan. This definitely indicates to me that very much so toward the ending of the month, you're going on a date with someone. Somebody's wanting to solidify plans with you. Someone's asking you out. With the world reversed, intuitively, I kind of feel like this could be someone that you've been with before. Because again, the world talks about like, you know, closing out a cycle or new beginnings a lot of times, but it's reversed. So it's making me feel like this is either someone from your past that you all might be dealing with this month or who's reappearing at the end of the month, or it could also have to just do with, and maybe it's a new person, but they're very similar in behavior to what you've dated in the past, okay? Okay, so we have casual dating. We love that. That's exciting. Ooh, and then we have the summer card. So yeah, you guys are definitely getting some action in love this month, which is very exciting, but I don't know if you guys are feeling like it. I think that's the vibe I'm getting. It's either, like I was saying in the beginning, it's either like we're not feeling as confident about dating or we're not really feeling it totally with these cards being reversed, but it's like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it by making sure that we look amazing, and we're trying to kind of make ourselves feel better about it, maybe through putting our best foot forward on the looks, from a looks perspective, which is fine. Casual dating, definitely indicating that you are dating and talking to other people this month, maybe getting to know a couple of different options for some of you. And with this summer energy, a couple messages coming through here. This is really about, you know, that when you think of summer love, you know, what do you think about? For me, I think of like so much fun, so much passion, but I also think of like a short-lived romance, right? Like that summer love. So I can see where some of you might be engaging in like a more passionate connection with someone that's kind of short-lived this month. But the other thing too that I'm getting is maybe for some of you all, this is a message about the summer season. So I don't know where you're viewing this from. If you're viewing it from the States right now, we're kind of like still in winter technically. So this situation may end up shifting a little bit more for you guys in the summer, okay? So be on the lookout for that. Goodness, and we have our last card, stabbed in the back. You guys have a lot of messages that are that feel very like all over the place somewhat. So I'm trying to do my best to like just channel everything that's coming through. I feel like what this is saying, because my intention for this card was for it to really be more of your advice pile too. So I do feel that this card is really advising you to maybe deal with any pain or, you know, hurt or heartbreak that you have dealt with in love, whether it's happening this month, which I'm not really seeing heartbreak or anything like that. It's more just like these lack of confidence and energy kind of vibes blocking something. I do feel you all are being guided as you're dating this month to make sure that you're checking in with yourself and making sure you're feeling good about the decisions that you're making. Making sure that you're dating for the right reasons, not dating because you feel like you have to, not dating because you feel like you just have to get back out there, you know, for whatever reason, for whatever pressure you might be putting on yourself there. You get what I mean? You want to deal with, you know, things from the past that have hurt you. I think that's going to be really important, because until you're right with those things, I don't feel like you're going to be able to fully embrace and feel excited about being able to go out and go on dates. Does that make sense? I also think too, this is a message here, like with the message of deception is kind of really catching my eye here. And so I think you all are just being guided to check the people you're dating and just be discerning, but also check yourself. You know, are you being deceptive with yourself right now? Like, maybe getting more to the root of like why we're dating this month, if we're not seeing success with it, if we're not loving it, if we're attracting, you know, kind of similar patterns to what we had before and it's not fulfilling you. Because I feel like with that Six of Wands, there is something here that's just like not fulfilling you this month. You know what I mean? Like, this is about like not having the success that you were hoping for, not having the ego boost that you were hoping for through dating or whatever the case is. So yeah, I do think you all are just being guided here to kind of check in with yourself and just be really in tune with how you're feeling and making sure you're doing things from a place of actually being excited and wanting to, because you really want to connect with someone versus dating to maybe like get attention, or dating to like make yourself feel better or soothe yourself from something that happened that hurt you. Okay. Whew. All right. So pile 2, I think that's all the messages that I have coming through for you for love this month. Thank you all so much for taking the time to view this video. If some of the messages resonate with you, I'd love to hear in the comment box down below. So let me know. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile number 3. So if you guys chose the rose quartz little chunk, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's coming through for you all in your love life this month. All right, so we have the 3 of Swords. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Wow, and then we have the 2 of Wands, 2 2s. Balance is definitely a message I'm hearing coming through. But let's kind of get into this. So, pile 3. You're starting off the month here with this 3 of Swords energy. So for any of you who are not familiar with tarot, for those of you who are familiar, you probably already know what this means. 3 of Swords has to do with like kind of like a heartbreak energy. So for some of you, you might be starting off your month feeling betrayed by someone, feeling stabbed in the back by someone, having your heart broken in some way. It may not be that severe for everybody. 3 of Swords can also have to do with us sort of overthinking things. That's what it means to me. Getting ourselves worked up to the point where we are just like torturing ourselves mentally. Like mental torture is kind of how I feel this card, how I would describe this card. Or finding out some sort of harsh truth, or hearing some sort of harsh truth that's really hard for us to process, okay? That's where we're starting off the month. And I see that as things are progressing, there's a lot of indecision here for you toward the middle to the end of the month. We have the 2 of Pentacles and then the 2 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles here, we're moving into this energy of figuring out how we're going to balance things. Are we going to continue to juggle balls in the air, or are we going to let one go, right? So I feel like you guys might be in a space of, I feel like you're in a space of trying to kind of figure out what your next steps are with regard to whatever's happening here for you at the beginning of the month. Some of you might be reacting to a breakup by like going out and dating other people, or going out and exploring a lot of options, juggling a lot of different people, if that makes sense. Others of you might be the one doing the 3 of Swords betrayal and juggling some options. I don't know. I just have to say what I think. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. But there's this aspect of trying to balance and juggle things toward the middle of your month. And toward the end here, we have the 2 of Wands, which is about trying to figure out what direction we're going in. You know, how are we, what avenue are we going to explore? What direction, what path do we want to take? How do we want to expand, whether it's a connection we're in or we're choosing a connection, right? To me, these both feel very like, you know, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. What am I going to do? Kind of thing. You're at a crossroads here at the end of the month. It's almost like I'm feeling like you all know there's a decision that needs to be made here, but you're still trying to sort of figure out like what you're gonna do. Okay, let's see what else comes through. Okay, so we have the document. This does talk about separation and divorce. It also has news, legal papers. So that, I think that definitely kind of resonates in with that 3 of Swords. Ooh, and oh my gosh, pile 3. Then we have the message of secrecy, which talks about like deception. Affairs, or it may not even be that severe, you guys. Like there's different levels of severity to every card, you know what I mean? Like this also can talk about just being as out in the open about things, right? It doesn't have to mean the worst of the worst. So, sorry, my camera's getting all crazy. So, yeah, there's definitely some sort of news, communication, even documentation having to do with your love life at the beginning of this month that's coming through really strong. For some of you guys, this literally could be about like a divorce. For others of you, this could just be about like a breakup or something like that, receiving news that doesn't feel the best about a situation, and it's definitely causing a little bit of discomfort here. Toward the end, though, we have the message of secrecy. So this talks about like affairs, hiding something, you know, things being in the dark. Or another message coming through that's like triggering my intuition right now is this message of using discretion here, because that's kind of how I feel with this Two of Wands, where it's like you're at a crossroads with something and you're not sure how you're going to move forward with it. So whatever is in the dark this month with this secrecy energy coming through pile 3, it's almost like we're trying to figure out how we're going to bring it into the light, or if we're going to bring it into the light. And I do feel that this energy is part of what's causing this Three of Swords, okay? So we have leather, lust bound, okay? Cupid's arrow. Wow. Okay. So yeah, there's definitely, like, I didn't want to say this because I didn't want to upset anyone, but I was definitely getting this player energy kind of vibe from some of you, or if that's not the case, maybe even like a self-destructive sort of energy where we're in response to this heartbreak that we're, you know, like I was saying earlier, in response to this heartbreak, we're starting to like juggle some different options, you know what I mean? Coming from more of a, you know, lower vibration. But there is definitely something here about like Cupid's arrow being struck. I feel it's so, oh God, you guys, pile 3, why? It definitely feels a little bit like secret affair kind of vibes going on here, or it also just kind of feels like we're seeing someone on the low. You know what I mean? If we're dating multiple people, it's like we're not being open about that. We're just like, you know, shooting our shot with that Cupid's arrow and doing things in the dark. So let's see what your final message is. This is a very spicy and scandalous reading, pile 3, and I feel a little awkward right now. Okay, so we have the message of mask. Okay, so this was intended to be sort of like your advice card, you guys. And the mask is like echoing this like secrecy energy. The mask is all about not showing your true feelings, hiding, personify, pretend. So I think you're just being, I feel like you guys are being guided this month to I don't want to say hide your true feelings, because I feel like that's always bad, you know? But I almost feel like that's what this is saying. Like, but the other side of me wants to say, like, this is about you needing to take the mask off and be honest. But there's so much of this, like, secret, indecisive energy that I don't know if being honest is going to be, like, you're in your highest good right now, you know? Maybe some of you guys are going through some sort of a legal separation process and you're dating someone else. It may not even be, like, nefarious. It just feels like it's being done in the dark, for sure. Like, so many of these cards, like, you're juggling, trying to figure it out. So there could be a message here that it might be good for you to not, like, show everything out. But I'm going to pull one more advice card because I truly feel we need it, pile 3. So let's go ahead and see what guidance or advice should pile 3 know about their love life in this situation being presented to us here. Guidance or advice for pile 3. Okay. This is the 7 of Wands. Look at this. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is like a divorce or like a marriage dissolving, or it is about like a unique arrangement, like meaning like a type of relationship that's not the status quo. It's like something that is maybe a little bit outside of our societal norms, okay? But I feel like the Seven of Wands is saying that it's important for you to maybe protect your energy, defend yourself if need be. My eyes really going to the sun energy here, which makes me feel as though like maybe this is about coming into the light, being honest. You know, that's kind of what I wanted to say before, but I don't know. You know, I wasn't 100% sure what it was saying. You guys will know with regard to your own situation what's better for you. Is it better to move in silence with this, or is it better to come out into the light here? But the sun is really screaming at me. It's like, I do feel this is important for you to kind of make your stance known and be able to fiercely defend it, whatever it is. And protect your energy is another message that's really clearly coming through for you. Pile 3, you've got to let me know what's going on in your love life, because now I feel really invested and I want to know. So drop me a comment down below and let me know how these messages kind of fit in with your situation. I'm very curious. Thank you guys so much. If you made it to the end of this reading, thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you next time. Bye.